Hey, yo, what up? Yeah, what's good, people? It's your man, KGM. I'm back at it again. Yeah, hope y'all good, man. So yeah, today, we're gonna talk about posterity. Posterity, you know? I wanna have kids, man. I gotta continue, my legacy, for my legacy. I'm doing it for the kids, doing it for my legacy, continuation. We all want this subconsciously. Almost everybody wants this. Most people want this. They want to have kids. That's why you work so hard. You go so hard. You do all these things. You go to school. You start working. You start in your business. You're doing things just to make sure your family is good. Because you want to have kids. But have you ever thought about it? Have you ever sat down and say, okay, why do I want to have kids? Why is it so important to have kids? Remember, we got 8 billion people on Earth. Probably 9 billion, because it's been 8 billion for decades now. So if there's 8 billion on Earth, and there's so much fucked up shit going on. There's now there's famine, extreme poverty, squalor, there's war going on, there's wickedness. We got kids, we got 18-year-old kids going to the mall and shooting people randomly. We got kids going to grade schools, baby schools, and they shooting randomly. Yeah, spraying the gun. We got so much shit going on. There's inflation. All this shit is prevalent. And it's ongoing. It's been ongoing, it's been going on, it's still ongoing, and they're never gonna stop. When in the midst of this, all you think about is, damn, my legacy. I gotta make this money. I wanna have kids. Look at us, right? Go out there, you see people going back and forth like ants. Everybody going to the job, everybody going to the business, to the appointment, whatever. Back and forth, right? Okay, look at it. You want your legacy. Why do you want kids? My legacy. Oh, you want your legacy. You want your continuation. Are you talking about legacy or you want bloodline? Because there's legacy, there's bloodline. Because a poor dude, somebody who is poor, or somebody who is average, that's got kids. Then you got grandkids, you got great-grandkids. There's no legacy there. That's just bloodline continuation. Because when we're talking legacy now, we're talking grand. We're talking legacy. We're talking you made an impact in the world. So the legacy continues. Because if you're talking legacy, if you're talking about you just a normal dude, you just have kids, I don't see that as continuation of legacy. I see that as bloodline continuation. Because when we're talking legacy, right, we're talking Tupac, we're talking Michael Jackson, we're talking Michael Jordan, we're talking Fela Kuti, legacy. So now let's look at it. Let's look at legacy, right? We're talking Jesus Christ. So look at the most famous name on earth, the most popular figure on earth, in the history of this earth. Jesus Christ, the most popular figure. He ain't got no kid. He ain't got no wife. He never had sex. But yet, he's the most popular figure. That name is gonna remain forever and ever and ever. But he ain't got no kid. So if he ain't got no kid, what legacy we talking about? I guess the legacy is what you do. It's not your kids. It is what you do. Now, we don't talk about Jesus Christ. Let's talk about Michael Jackson. Jesus Christ, like I said, is the most popular name. And it is only seconded by Michael Jackson, the biggest artist ever. He was the richest for a while, but now we got Kanye, we got Jigga, we got these niggas going billions now. You understand? So that Jesus name is seconded by Michael Jackson, who's the second most popular name on earth. But you're gonna remember Michael Jackson's name for a very, very, very long time, forever. But you don't know his kids. He's got white kids and he's black. Even if, when you see his kids, they're gonna have to tell you, yo, that those are Michael Jackson's kids. You ain't never gonna know. Okay, they still got time. Maybe they can do something. You understand? But that name is gonna live on because of what he did. No, not because of his kids. The legacy lives on because of what he did. Tupac ain't got no kids. That's gonna be, or that is, still is, and it's gonna be, because I don't see nobody coming to that level, like anytime soon. When it comes to rap, hip hop, the most popular name associated with that is Tupac. He ain't got no kids. He never had kids. He didn't get married. He died at 25 years old. But he left a legacy that's gonna be here. You understand? So we can keep going and on. Michael Jordan. That name is the GOAT. I don't see anybody coming close. People say LeBron, but LeBron is not even number 2 to me, but that's another story. So Michael Jordan, that name is gonna be here. If he dies today, that name lives on. Not because of his kids, because of what he did. Like I said, Tupac ain't got kids, and that name lives on. Fela Kuti, the greatest artist out of Africa. One of the greatest in the world. That name lives on. Not because of his kids, not because of his mother, because his mother, she was great as well. And he's got Femi Kuti and Seun Kuti. He got kids. He got 2 children that are great, but not as great as he was. That name lives on because of him. If he's God forbid, if his kids, if Femi and Seun, if they go today, it doesn't stop Fela's name. Fela's name lives on. Fela, his name lives on despite Femi and Seun. You dig what I'm saying? So when you talk about how I want to have kids because of my legacy, nah. Your kids ain't got shit to do with your legacy. Your legacy is what you do. So what you gonna do? For me, I would just say, man, you just being a statistic, man. Statistic. Go to school, get a job, get a wife, have kids, die. Statistic. So we got to think about these things, man. So I mentioned these names now. They don't need kids for that legacy to continue. Most of them got kids. Their kids is never gonna be as great as them. So you're talking about, oh, I want continuation of my bloodline. My nigga, if you're dead and gone, you don't know what's going on earth. You don't know what's going on. So what are you talking about your bloodline? You're dead. Tupac is dead. He don't know what's going on. But guess what? His name lives on. Michael Jackson is dead. He don't know what's going on. Guess what? His name lives on. So if you don't know, so I guess it's what you do. Look at like I said, the most popular name, probably the most important, Jesus Christ. No kid, no family. He said his family are his friends, are people that believe in what he is preaching. Those are his family. He didn't even say my mom is my family. He said his family. He told this to his mom. These are my brothers. Those that believe in what I'm preaching. But he ain't got no kid, but the legacy is forever and ever. So what are you talking about? I want to have kids. I want to chill. Okay, so let's look at it. And I mentioned Jesus Christ, I was brought up Christian. So let's look at it. Let's look at it from a Christian perspective, right? Christian perspective. After Jesus, before Jesus died, he said, people are going to come after me that's going to do greater than I did. Because, he only lived 33 years. He did what he was supposed to do, and he left. He said, people are going to come after me that's going to do greater than I did. And I ain't going to lie, we've seen Paul, Paul is still being referenced to today. Paul wrote so many books in the New Testament. So now, even Paul did so great, but even then, you've seen pastors, men of God, they've done even greater. They have even now with the internet, they got further rich than Paul could have. Even though Paul traveled around Europe, Middle East and stuff, but now we got pastors, we got men of God they have further rich. We got Pastor Adeboye of the Redeemed Church. The Redeemed Church is worldwide. We got Winners Chapel, Bishop Oyedepo. We got Reinhard Bonnke. I don't know if he's still alive, but he's American. We heard of him. We got these pastors that have made impact worldwide, even bigger than Paul did. Paul did it bigger than Jesus did. But let's reference Paul for a minute. After Jesus, we have Paul. He was probed by Jesus. He gave up everything. He was a knowledgeable man. He was a man of righteousness, his own kind of righteousness, the righteousness that he believed in. But he was approached by Christ, and he changed his ways. He changed his life. He followed Christ's righteousness, and he made big impact. He was wise, wisdom of God. He was powerful. He did miracles. He did so many great things. He accomplished his goal, just like Jesus did. But guess what he said? He said, it's better not to be married. But if you can't hold your body, if you know you can't hold yourself, then get married. But it's better not to be married, because the whole goal is to serve God. But God created, when God created Adam and Eve, in the Bible it was said, it was written that he said, go and multiply. So, multiply, but now we are 8 billion. And things aren't good. So I think the multiplication is enough now. But okay, like I said, Paul said it's better not to be married. But if you can hold yourself, get married. So I guess getting married is not even to have kids. It's because, man, you can't hold yourself. You got a bone. So get married so that you do it the right way. So that you don't just go around boning different women. Just have your wife so that you can bone. So it's not even because to have kids. Or maybe, okay, if you can't hold yourself, you're lonely, you need a companion, you need somebody, then do that. You understand? So it's not even, this is Paul. This is somebody that did it, somebody who did it big after Jesus. He said what he said. And you can tell me that what he said is not legit. It's legit. You understand? Because he gave his life to this. He believed in it. Except he was lying. He said he saw Jesus. He saw it on the way to Damascus. He was probed. He was approached. He was stopped. He was intrusion. There was an intrusion. There was he was what's the word? On the way to Damascus, he saw the ray of light. Christ came and told him, do this. I am real. Don't persecute me. When you persecute my followers, you're persecuting me. So he said he saw this, and he documented it. He went blind. He later gained his sight. This shit was documented. So except he's lying. But this is real life. This is not fiction. So there's documentation. And archaeologists, they've made research. Most of it is true. And most of the shit that is in the Bible is happening. So it's either, it was written under, by people who have great foresight, or it's just real, or it's just real. So he said this. So if he said this, well, people are all over the place fucking having kids, because now people are having kids, they're not even married. They just fucking. People have so many kids came out of just fucking. People just fucking. Oh shit. I busted inside. Pregnant. Kids. So many kids are born out of mistakes. Out of mishaps. And a great man said, it's better not to be married, but if you can't hold yourself. Okay, so, that's one perspective. Like, we're still on the Christian perspective, right? Okay, God made us for his own pleasure. Not for our pleasure, for his own pleasure. That means we are here to please him. We are here to serve him. Right? So there's heaven, there's hell. So, if you are made to serve him and everybody's doing what they want, because if you don't serve him right, if you ain't holy, you're not going to heaven. You're going the other way. Right? So think about that. So now you're having kids. You want to have kids. You're having kids. So now it's like, what difference is your kid going to make in the world? So it's like you're just having kids to populate hell. Because most people are going there. Because most people don't even serve God. So most people are going. People are dying. In a year, the death rate is like maybe millions in a year. So most people are going there. So if you're having, so imagine now you're having kids. So you're just having kids to populate hell. That's from a Christian perspective. And Islam, because there's hell in Islam as well. So think about that, because now you're having kids. So you're just having kids to populate hell. That don't make sense. So that's that. So let's look at it from a should I say atheist, or just a general view. Like I said, there's a lot of shit going on. There's all this. There's COVID, Corona. There's this. There's that. Different fucked up shit going on. So despite all this shit, we still got people having kids out of mishaps. People just fucking to have kids. People just getting married, have kids. You ain't got a permanent career or a permanent job. Oh boy, you gonna get married. You gonna have kids. Why? You gonna have kids just to struggle. You wanna struggle, but you getting married to have kids. I don't get it, man. So by my logic, you understand? By my logic, I think the only people who should have kids, if you know, okay, you got it now. Everything is good. You can have kids, and they're gonna be good. They ain't gonna, everybody's got to go through struggle. Success is not guaranteed, but struggle is. So everybody, whether if you rich, poor, everybody's got to struggle. You know, at a time in life. But but if you get your shit together, if you handling your business, if you're up there, I think then it's cool. You can have kids. So, nigga, why you wanna have kids, man? Nigga, get up there first. Climb the stairs. Get to the top of the stairs. Then, oh, okay, I'm here now. All right, maybe I should have kids. Maybe I should have one or two. Even though, like I said, it's what you do that matters. What you do, that's what matters. It ain't the kid, it ain't your wife or shit like that. What you do. So if you're talking about legacy, your legacy is not your kids. Your legacy is what you do. Okay, because think about it. Okay, let's say the whole earth dies out. Okay, let's say this message gets to 8 billion people. And maybe 4 billion follow my philosophy. Say we ain't gonna have kids. So 4 billion, they don't have kids. They grow old, they die out. Now there's half of the earth. But guess what? You're still gonna get back to that 8 billion eventually. Right? Because all they need, because we got 4 billion now, you know. So eventually, you're still gonna get back, because we had Noah, the story of Noah in the Bible, except that story is a lie. But the whole earth was flooded. And it was only left Noah and his family. He's got 2 sons, his sons and his wife, and his sons and their wives, and all the animals, male and female, of every animal species. But look at the earth. So eventually, even if it's so what that theory is proving, that even if it's just 2 people, or eventually the earth is still going to populate. But the thing is, can the earth live? Can the earth survive without humans? Of course, it's going to survive. The earth, it keeps spinning regardless. So without humans, because there was animals before humans. According to the Bible, God created animals first before humans. Even though Adam named the animals, but God created animals first before humans. And according to the Big Bang theory, the scientific story of creation and shit like that, there was animals before humans. And this is like maybe billions of years before humans. So if there was animals and the earth was still rotating, because from the look of things, all the deficiencies we have on earth, all the problems is caused by humans. So the earth is good with or without us. It's good. So we need the earth. The earth don't need us. Because the seasons is still gonna go. The earth keeps spinning. The world don't stop. I gotta keep calm. From there, since the beef was on. Hey, shout out to Jigga, man. Yo, so you see what I'm saying, man? So this is just something for you to think about, something to fuck with your mind. Because, I'm a hip hop student, man. This is what we do, man. We engage. We love to party, but at the same time we get introspective. We love to, because that's what hip hop is. Change the status quo, change the, challenge the everyday thinking. You gotta open your third mind, your third eye. So my point is, man, don't be a statistic, man. Don't be a statistic. Just sit down, sit back, think about it before making the move. Don't just be school, job, marriage, kids, die. That's everybody. Everybody doing that. Think about that, man. So, there's a lot, we can go deeper, but we're gonna stop right here. I'm gonna see y'all later. It's your man, KG Money. I'm out.